Good morning, this is Randy. So I've been thinking a little bit about codependency. I've been thinking about targets, narcissistic abuse targets, and what a spectrum there is of targets in terms of their level of codependency, or in terms of, I guess, how easy of a target one can be. So I put together a list of some traits that would make someone a very, very easy target for a narcissist, either overt or covert for that matter. And now anyone can be a target for a covert narcissist, especially if you're a child. You're definitely going to, and you're raised by an overt or covert narcissist, obviously you'll be an easy target because children are dependent and they're easy targets. Their mind is just being formed. But once you're an adult, here's my list of things that make us a very easy target for a narcissist. Acting very unsure of yourself. Making it very obvious to people that you talk to that you have low self-confidence. Worrying so much about what others think of you. Always seeking reassurance from others. Constantly apologizing when you've done nothing wrong. Refuting compliments when they're given. So someone gives you a compliment and you basically argue with that person that it's not really you, it's the item, or you don't accept compliments well, and you basically disagree when someone gives you a compliment. Crying when you see commercials about abused animals and starving children, but you keep watching them anyways. Over-explaining why you're really not a bad person. So no one may have ever called you, or maybe during the interaction no one has alluded that you're a bad person, and for some reason you start over explaining why you're not a bad person when no one even said you were. So that would point to some possible things going on in your own mind telling you that you're a bad person. And this is a narcissist's dream, by the way, people like this. Asking for other people's opinions on everything. Does this look okay? Should I wear this? Did I say the wrong thing? Do you think I did the right thing here? Do you think I should go there? Asking other people's opinion on simple matters. Highly anxious. Everything upsets you. Very unstable. Having no boundaries. Sharing stories about how other people did horrendous things to you and you continued to accept it without question, even in your own mind, not even realizing that you were being abused. Having no deal breakers with people. Not having any kind of list in your own mind or any kind of standard that You just won't take certain kinds of behaviors, won't take certain kinds of put downs or backhanded comments or slams. Assuming that people mean bad things and then not asking them about it. Evaluating yourself based on how others see you. Afraid to speak out of fear that you might unintentionally offend or insult someone. Having difficulty making decisions and sticking by them. It's basically because you're not sure about how to move in any direction, because you're not confident, and you're second guessing yourself and always afraid to make the wrong move and then worried about regretting it later. Following all directions without question. This could be at the workplace. Someone asks you to do something unethical. You go ahead and do it without question. You end up getting in trouble for it. A naive notion that all people are basically good and that they have your best interest in mind. So some people do go around still believing that others have their best interest in mind. This is very rarely the case, that others would have your best interest in mind, unless it is a loved one who is not a narcissist and they're stable enough to have provided themselves with self-love, and they have given themselves enough love, and they have enough to share love with you. Otherwise, people really don't have your best interest in mind. Why would they? A person who prefers to follow rather than lead. It's because they don't feel self-confident in being a leader. Someone who's over-trusting. Someone who's so easygoing that their own personal preferences are ignored and aren't expressed. They just go along with the crowd. They don't want to rock the boat. Thinking in your mind that most people are better than you in some way. Being worried that if you're not exactly like others, that there must be something wrong with you. Overextending yourself, over-volunteering, not saying no, or if you do say no, you over-explain yourself about why you had to say no rather than just graciously saying no. No, thank you. No, I can't do that. No, I'm not really wanting to do that at this point. No, that's not one of my priorities right now. And the last one I have is giving cover excuses or reasons for not doing things. Giving up, making reasons for not meeting new people, not looking for a new job, or not going back to school. The cover reasons might be anything under the sun. Well, I'm not ready yet. I've got to wait until I lose some weight. Oh, I don't really have any good clothes. I've already looked for jobs. There just aren't any. I can't afford it. Can't afford to go back to school. Actually, without really looking into any of these things at all. And the cover reason is to cover the fact that you are afraid and you lack self-confidence. So the real answer deep inside, while you're not meeting anybody new, you're not doing anything different, you're not looking for a new job, looking for a new house, you're not going back to school, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not exercising. All of these reasons might be due to the fact that you're afraid. And it's not like you should go around telling everybody how afraid you are either. Because, again, like I said, this is a narcissist's dream, is to get a hold of people that lack confidence like this, that worry about what the narcissist is going to think, that constantly seek direction from someone. Yeah, the narcissist loves to give direction. Someone who's really, really soft-hearted and cries at seeing anything or anyone abused and then continues to watch it anyway or subject themselves anyway to it. The narcissist loves that. They love to see that empathy. Somebody who's always got to, explain why they're really actually good or why they're not bad. The narcissist sees through that. They see when somebody doesn't have any boundaries and no deal breakers. They see when someone has no standards. They see how people, care so much about what other people think about them, because the narcissist wants you to care about what they think about you so they can completely brainwash you. If you've already been brainwashed by someone, if you've already been put in that position where you have no confidence and you have really no opinions, no preferences, you'd rather be a follower, well, you are the narcissist's dream target. So obviously you're going to continue to meet narcissists and people that want to manipulate you, because face it, you're very easily manipulated and you're very obvious about it. So rather than jump into a relationship where you're definitely going to get manipulated, you should, in my opinion, work on these things so that you're not this type of person anymore. Thank you.